Hey y'all, it's Sunsaver here. It's a shot of my back of my house. Like a chicken coop, my new little back step. There's my little solar water heater up there. I kind of cleaned up my mess back here. Little service sink, my old chicken coop. It's my old grape arbor here. It's my mulberry tree up above. I sit out here and pick berries all the time. Sorry I have a lisp. I'm missing my front teeth. Gotta go to the dentist here pretty soon. There's my wood burn oven. Over here's my little fire pit where I grill and cook supper every day. Let's throw some wood on there and start a fire. Let me take you out here. This is my little dry creek bed I've been working on. It's my rocks. Makes a pretty little waterfall when the rain comes through. It's really beautiful. And there's my old wheelbarrow, my old gasless mower. Look, Ma, no gas. Show you the side of the house here. We'll do the front later on some other time. That's my loquat tree and that's Confederate jasmine. These are some really old crepe myrtles here. Well, they're about 10 years old. They're not that old, but they're really pretty the way I've got them braided together. Just did that, wrapped them up when they were young, and now they're all kind of grafting together. Got some pretty looking ivy down here. Anyways, we'll go to the front some other time. It's really messy. These houses are right on top of each other too, so that's my neighbor's yard right back there, but this is all mine. That's my little espalier plum tree, and these are all blueberries and blackberries in here, and this is black walnut that I'm propagating in some containers here, and there's also some hickory, and there's several fig trees down in there. There's a flat of figs over there. And this is just my little nursery area. Here's where the dry creek. This when the rain comes, it comes from my neighbor's backyard, and it just goes right through there and goes on down there, and then it goes out back behind the house. And I sit out on the back steps and watch the rain. The water flows. It's really nice. It's like being on a creek. And there's some different potted plants and blueberries and huckleberries and things. This is the local huckleberry. It's in the blueberry family, and these are just regular blueberries here. All through here is a nice little crop of blueberries coming on. These are fairly young plants there, but there's some more established bushes over there, and that's blackberry and blueberry mixed together over here. All of these. That's where I like to sit out here. But all this is mine. That whole lot is mine, the house and all of that. And then down through here, this is my espaliered Bartlett pear. And there's asparagus bed all about 50 foot down through there. We'll go down that trail in a minute. Here's my little power shed with my solar panels. Two 130 watt solar panels. And then I've got my solar water heater up there. It's got a leak right now, so I got it turned off. But this time of year it's so hot I like to take a cold shower anyways, cool down. But there's more figs and different types of ligustrums and things. This is my neighbor's backyard. My neighbor C lives behind me, and there's his mess there. But I got a little privacy wall that I'm building here. I planted a hedge along here so I won't have to see the back of his house anymore. And I do all his landscaping, so I'm just kind of borrowing this part. But this whole lawn right here doesn't really belong to me, but I just sort of use it. But that whole lot over there, all those woods, I own all that. Let's walk over here. This is my raspberry arbor. Of course, there's raspberries all over there too, and there's blackberries all into the woods there on that side of the house. But this is all raspberries that are here, and they're doing really well. Raspberry and boysenberry. You can see a lot of fruit coming on there. I just sit out here and eat all morning. It's basically what I do when I get up. Come out here and have some coffee, munch, and then these are some other. This is a new type of raspberry I've got growing, and they're coming along fairly well. Several little clusters here and there, and branches well, and it's easy to propagate. I'm surprised that it grows well in the heat in the south. But this is my other approximately half of an acre lot there. they're adjacent. So there's the trail back to the back door. And here is some of my sunchokes that I got from our friend up there in Maine. She sent me those, and they're growing really good. And then all through here is strawberries and chard, and then the beets that I got from Boyd up there in Michigan. All down through here, it's about 50 foot of beets, and beets on that side, and then I've got raspberries and strawberries on this side. And this is the front corner. This is the next street here. So this is the back corner of the lot behind me. But here's grapes here, doing really good. They're already setting on some nice big bunches of grapes, looking really good. This is a young plant too, but she's doing so well for such a young plant. And these are dewberries here. They're about finished. I'm going to whack those down. And here's my new orchard area that I'm clearing out. I got a little peach tree right here that's growing, doing good. And there's figs all through there. My giant pine tree right there. Huge monster. I'm never cutting her down. But she's pretty old. I don't know. She'll come down on her own eventually. Here's my little trail going out. I planted several mulberry trees out here. It's a wild berry that grows really well around here. There's a young mulberry tree. Leaves are sort of trident shaped when they're young, but they tend to be oval when the tree gets older. I've got lots of wild maple and muscadine out here. There's a little stack of wood. There's muscadine grapes all along this fence here. This is where I grow all my blackberries and raspberries, through here too. Of course, these trees were covered in muscadine grapes, and this one was just too tangled up for me to even try to cut it out. I'm going to let it kind of rot, and then I'll start cutting it out. But we'll go through here. All through here is just covered. That's all muscadine grapes up there. And well, there's a little bit of this is the greenbrier here, greenbrier or bullbrier growing. This thorny vines. I like to eat the growing tips of those. They're kind of like asparagus, really good, tasty. So I actually propagate those just to try to eat them. Anyhow, let me loop back around. There's really no way to get through there with the tree cutting off the trail, but there's several trails all through here. It's a pretty big lot. It's right in the middle of the subdivision, but I like to pretend I'm out in the woods anyways. But I don't know, maybe I'll sell someday and just move up north, move to Canada. Here's some more muscadine grapes all through here. Some nice big shoots coming out. That's actually the other type of grape, the wild fox grapes. Here's some more wild fox grape right there. Anyhow, squirrels jumping around. I'll head back this way. Here's some more of the wild fox grapes here. I'm not sure if these are going to set or not. Blooming well anyways. Make another turn through here. Here's my other little trail going out. I've got several black walnut planted out here. And several fig trees. There's also lots of wild black cherry, which makes very excellent jelly. Here's a black cherry right here that I salvaged. It's already pretty tall. So anyhow, here's the little clearing area. There's the frontage where we were just a little while ago. On the other side, here's the trail that got cut off. So I just went around basically. I like to sit here on this log a lot of times just to relax and enjoy some sunlight. Anyhow, this is all pretty much undeveloped out here. This fig tree's been here for a while, but it's starting to take off now that I opened up the sunlight, so she can really grow now. Anyhow, Head back around. There's just not really a trail to go through that way. Head back to the house, and this is all blackberry through here again. Blackberry, and this is the passion flower vine. This is the herb I like to dry and roll up and smoke to relax me when I have anxiety attacks. Works really well, almost as good as a Xanax or Ativan or something. Anyhow, more raspberries all through here. Raspberries. This is muscadine grape that I planted, and it's really taken off. And it actually, I think, had set a little bit of fruit, but I think they've dropped off now. I don't see any more. And this is one of my biggest fig trees that I like to propagate off of. It's already a good 10 foot tall, but never fruits well there. It's too much shade. But the blackberries do excellent. These are all blackberries through here. These are thornless blackberry, very young plants, but they're going to bush out and do really good next year. More wild black cherry all through here. Sweet gum and black cherry, and lots of pine trees. Lots of pine trees in North Louisiana. Logging industry is huge here. I'd like to log some of these before they fall on my house. Hopefully they won't. Here's my pokeweed, one of them. I've been eating these pretty hard. I really like it. Tastes just like spinach. You don't want to eat any of the purple part. See here, there's some purple coloration in the stem. But the green leaves, just pull the ribs out. You know, I pull them off like this. Just kind of separate them. And you just tear these up and cook them like spinach. You can drain the water if you want to, if you're worried about getting sick. But I haven't never been poisoned by any of this stuff. Just like any other green, except these have really good flavor. Pretty much a delicacy to me now, the poke salad. Remember hearing the old timers talk about it a lot, but didn't realize how good it really did taste. Anyhow, there's more blackberries all through here again. I'm going to have a nice crop, except the shade kind of limits them. This little butternut tree here taking off, and it's been there for like 6 years. It's only 3 foot tall, so she might not make it. Anyhow, and we come back through here. The back of the house, a kitchen window, and rain gutters for rainwater collection. I don't have a cistern yet. But I got my terminal here. I'm going to build a filtration system and go into a cistern, have a solar powered pump for my water. That's just my drain for my urinal tank. I use that for fertilizer. FF knows about that nitrogen fertilizer, don't you? Anyhow, there's more black walnuts out here, and I planted loquat all along this fence for a privacy screen, so they're young baby loquat all through here, kind of starting to take off a little bit. Just planted them this fall, and I cut a little window through here so I can see all the way through the next street from my driveway. And that's about it. Lots of woods, lots of vines and ivy, and the chickens I used to have loved it out here, but didn't get any this year. I can't believe how big this pine tree is already getting. It's huge. Don't remember it being that big, but that was 10 years ago when I bought this lot. Well, that's all the back pretty much. Lots of grapevines. I'm sure there's tons of things I didn't actually show, but berries and different wild edible plants. But I'm about ready to light this fire and cook my supper. So I will holler at y'all later. Hope y'all enjoyed the video farm tour, Sunsaver's place. Talk to y'all later.